They'll try the air now with Hill. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So the false start will back them up 5. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Hill looks to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off play action. Rich. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Rich. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And that is no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
From just shy of midfield, Hill. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Hill now to throw. That's complete to Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Play fake. Hill. That is caught by Rodgers. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Here's Hill. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Howard. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Hill. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Here we go, D. 58's Mike, 58's Mike. I got it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Okay, ready?
Off the play fake. Rich. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
58's Mike, 58.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 43-yard line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ready?
58's the money.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way they were pumped.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Following the fumble recovery, Rich. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
And here comes the Texans now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Out of the gun, Hill. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Hill. That's caught by Howard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Hill.
Mechie has it on the slant. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 27, Hill.
They'll set up the screen to Funk.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hill now operating from the red zone. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked by Cameron Bynum.
He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Parkey with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken at about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hill. Dancing to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Hill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Hill's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Throwing again is Hill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Hill.
This ball caught by Mechie. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
One last throw here for Hill. Got it complete to Rodgers.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Houston, good night, everybody.